Hey guys, it's Movie20, and I decided today I'm going to play some Kerbal Space Program right there on the screen. Ignore the way I'm saying it. It's a space game where you put rockets to orbit, go to other planets, that kind of thing. You might have seen it before. I like it. I've played it for a while now, but I thought, hey, let's start a new world, which I was already going to do, and put up some things in the space. Now, I do already have a save started, which I've put a few things in the orbit and then got rid of because I didn't put clamps on them. Like my first satellite, no clamps. So I finally get there to dock and I can't. So hopefully I'm planning on showing you guys putting satellite in orbit and then rendezvousing it with a rocket with astronauts in it, or Kerbals. So let's get into the game. So as you'll see, let's go to the tracking center. You can see I've got debris up here. Basically, these are just empty fuel tanks. Launchpad's got debris on it, but that's okay. So let's head into the VAB, or Vehicle Assembly Building, and show you the satellite that I have set to go. So usually I just name them acronyms like Kerbal Space Station, like this, and then the other one is also Resupply 1. So we will load this. Yeah, the game, as I said, the game is in, I think it's alpha actually. Either way, it's newer game. So if we go up here, you'll see this is the satellite basically. This part right here will be what's floating in orbit. This part may be here, but that has the rocket on it, depending on how much fuel I have when I get up there. These are where you attach, but as I was saying, I screwed up my first satellite with not having clamps, which is pretty important if you want to dock with it. So basically the clamps are this right here. Switch that around so I can put it here. And you go up to it and you dock to it. Actually, I think did I do that? Oh, I put it on backwards. Ah, that explains that. Also, that looks weird. I'm not sure if there's a difference between, no, that one's just smaller. Okay. So basically, I got to the space station originally with my resupply rocket, wanting to dock with it, and as I continued to try to dock with it, like multiple times, I just keep hitting it, and I go, that doesn't look right. Is there something wrong? And then, wham! I go, oh shit! I didn't put clamps. So the whole point of this is I'm gonna do it all over again, and you guys are gonna watch. How do I? Why isn't this thing turning out? There we go. I use Q and E to do that. So there we go. Okay. So now that's basically ready to go. So let's save those changes. Yep, sure I saved that. Okay, so, and we will go to the launch. Now, just to show you, I do not have any astronauts in this. This is a robotic rocket, which is this thing right here. We got batteries, solar panels, lights, all the good stuff to get it into orbit. And yeah, so we should be ready to go. So let's launch. And okay. So here's the rocket at the launch pad. Yeah. Now we should be set to go. So we will turn up the throttle here. And I think we're going to aim for an orbit around the planet of maybe, I don't know, 100 kilometers above. No more than 200 at the most. So we'll aim for 100. If we go over 100, we'll go for maybe 125 or 150. I like to keep it at some round numbers. But okay, so let's go. So SAS on, which will hold us into the position we have it at. And launch. Okay, we're off. It's a little wobbly, but that's fine. Got a lot of struts here. As you can see. And there we go. So as we're lifting off here, I'm going to make it for the next couple seconds. You guys can see a runway here. This is not only rockets, you can also build planes. It's usually mainly shuttles, but if I wanted to, I could build a plane that only goes on in atmosphere fog ground. This plane planet is pretty big, as you guys can see. We are here. And you can see there's the little, I guess that's kind of a peninsula we're on right there. That's that right there. So this is pretty big for just a PC game. And this is not the only planet. There's other planets, 2 moons, 1 in Venus, and then it goes all the way out to even like 5 other planets, which I'll show you in moments. Okay, so we're getting up there now. I should probably start to do gravity turn. And yeah, there we go. So there's this problem. I'm not really sure what it is, why it does this, but it spins when I try to turn sometimes. So drop all those. Well, that's a problem. That is a problem. Okay, well, looks like that's not going to work out. You know what? Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to go... It's not even the orbit I wanted at anyway. Because it's a satellite and I just want to get to orbit, it's not going anywhere else. I could just head straight up. Yeah, so let's restart that. So end flight. And restart. Come on, load. There we go. Okay, so let's try that again. So I've done, trust me, this is tried and true. I know it works. I've done it before. So let's do that again. This time, so you guys don't have to watch the slow up into the atmosphere, whatnot. I'll fast forward to that point where I detach. So I'll be right back. And there we go. There goes those. Throttle down a little bit. Now, let's start doing our gravity turn. A little later than last time, but that's okay. I'll turn that down a little bit. So let's get to a nice turn. Now the height we're going to be at, oh man, we're going to be already at about 100,000 at the max of this. So let's get... Oh, might want to turn on RCS because this is such a big rocket. I need RCS to be able to turn it. Okay, so let's get you back turning. Come on, there you go. So I'm going to try to keep it in a 90-degree mark here, so it's simpler to in the future rendezvous with the rocket or the satellite here with a rocket later in the future. So let's see, a minute till, so let's light the engines and start getting a proper orbit. So now you'll see the orbit will start expanding. There it goes. A little wobbly, it's because it's so long. So, oh, it's also because of RCS on, so we'll turn that off. Okay. So yeah, that's a pretty decent height for an orbit. If you do too high of an orbit, it's harder to rendezvous in the future because it takes so much fuel just to get up there. So usually I try to set my satellites pretty low. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I want to do. So I hit T by mistake when I meant to hit M for some reason. I just turned off my SAS. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's a little wobbly. Just a little. Where's the sun? Oh, there it is. So how's this orbit going? So look, you can see the orbit starting to expand. Let's cut that off. Sure. Yeah, see, the problem with not waiting to your the apoapsis, it's going to be off. So now now that I've got height on the apoapsis, I think that should be good. So you know what? I think I'm going to aim for 150 for my yeah, it's my altitude, isn't it? Yeah, altitude. Yeah, so we're gonna try to get my apoapsis and what's the other one? Periapsis to about 150 kilometers above sea level. I think it's above sea level. So that's 149 is close enough. So, and we'll look out that. So now, actually, I should probably move that over. There we go. There we go. Okay, and this will stay there. So you can see here in 3 minutes is when I should be firing my engines to do that maneuver. Come on, turn. Yeah, RCS, that's one. Okay. This is almost out of fuel, so I'll be able to drop that soon. Come on. And yeah, with having these bigger ships in atmosphere, it's much harder to control because you always have to, whatever action you do, you have to stop. As what is it, Newton's, I think, second law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? So, and you can see that a lot more in space because there's no atmosphere to slow you down. Okay, so let's speed this up a little bit to get to where we need to be. So you can see, where does that show up? It shows up right here. See warp, I'm speeding it up, times 10, and this is going by much faster. If I wanted to, I could do this in real time. But God, that mean like just to get to the, what is it, the Mun? Oh, there it is right there. That would take me 9 days, I believe, in real life if I went by actual time. Yeah, I can live without that. I'll speed it up, thank you very much. So, 20 seconds. Now, usually I'll fire the rockets a little ahead of time because this isn't exactly accurate at the moment. So we'll start firing at 15. See, 156, not bad. Okay, that's close enough. We'll get over here. That's not what I want to do. I want to remove this one. There we go. Okay, we'll get over here, and we will move this side. No, wrong one. Okay, we want this to be about 150 as well, and not 187. Oops. 179. See, there doesn't seem to be much of a difference, but in between this and that is 20,000 kilometers. No, 20,000 meters, I'm sorry. 20,000 meters between each other. So, is that 150? Not bad. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's get set up actually first. So, RCS. As you can see, I don't always have to go into the get out of the map to change. I can pull this up and change it from here, which is what I'm going to do. There it is. So I'll start slowing down now. Slow down. And there. So you can see right here I'm using some of my RCS fuel. Stop. Come on. There we go. There we go. Get to that point. Sometimes I forget that's inverted. I started moving the wrong way. And let's see. Whoa, dang, I'm doing the wrong one again. I can tell you partially it's because this is at an angle and it's screwing me up. Okay, so there. SAS on, so that should be good. Let's fast forward. 14 minutes to go. 100 times. Oh shit. Yeah, we want that to go down. There we go. Okay. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Slow down. Uh, 1 minute 20. So you can see I'm gonna barely do an adjustment at all. This is 8.3 meters per second. So that's probably like 2 seconds of burn. So that should be fine if I just wait. And fire the rocket. Yeah, see what I mean? Whoa, that's fast. Okay, so we are now in a 151 by 156 orbit. That is close enough for me. And there we go. So where's the sun? It's over there. And yep, there's the sun right there. So this is almost out of fuel, so I'm going to release it. Off it goes. And that'll circle around the planet for a while. Probably for a long time, actually. That's okay, as long as it doesn't get in my way. Hopefully we don't have too much debris. And now we still have this smaller... get rid of that, yeah. Okay, so now we have this smaller maneuver rocket here. That is in case of, you know, I need to maneuver later on. Say I have a ship that's running out of fuel, and I can move the satellite to it. That would be great if I can do that instead of having to I'm blanking here. Oh yeah, it'd be great to be able to move this to a ship that needs fuel. That way I can fuel it from here instead. So basically that's what I use the satellite for. It's basically a refueling station. And we'll turn RCS off. Let's open up all of these. Extend solar panels. I'm sure there's a quicker button for this instead of having to select each one individually, but that's okay. Open, open, and open. So there we go. All my solar panels are open, and let's fast forward and get to the sun, shall we? And there we go. Yep. Actually, go a little farther. Now we're good. Okay, so let's now this part doesn't matter, but I like to do it. I want to set this up so it's on the yeah, right here. Okay. Do this. And stop. And then we'll have this turn up here. Oh, wrong way. Want to go this way. Go down. Yep. So I want it to... I'm just stupid. I want it to be seen to be like flat against the planet. So the top will be facing north. Then let's snap that there. It's almost there. And then let's turn this. And perfect. There we go. Flat with the planet. Flush with the planet, I guess I should say. So that is my satellite. I can turn that off. There we go. There is my satellite, the Kerbal Space Station in orbit. Oh, there's some debris over there. That's okay. So the next part of this will be me getting a rocket into orbit and rendezvousing with this. I will probably attach here or here, either way is fine, and put some astronauts or kerbonauts into these hatches here, and they will stay up here for God knows how long. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave them up there permanently. Who knows? But so, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, more Kerbal Space Program will be fun.